Alright, so today papanoorin natin yung Before They Were Famous. Tas yung ano nila dito, yung kanilang featuring ay si Master Easy Meal. So syempre papanoorin natin to kasi isa siyang napakalupit na bagong sibol na GOAT sa hip-hop scene, man. At sa iba pang mga genre, alam mo naman Master Easy Meal. Alright, Before They Were Famous, Master Easy Meal, let's
Before
go.
Easy Meal would go viral with performance on Wish USA 107.5 Bus, earning himself nearly 100 million views in the process.
That's right.
Before Easy Meal would sign with Shady Records and have his new label head Eminem show up on his recent single Realist.
Alright.
Before Easy Meal would have around 268,000 followers on Instagram, nearly 250,000 followers on TikTok, and almost 1 million subscribers on YouTube at the time of this recording. And those
Bakit hindi pa 1 milyon si Master Easy Meal sa YouTube, pre? Mag-subscribe na yung hindi pa nakasubscribe, ano?
They're going up fast. I'll tell you one person who never forgot about Dre. Up-and-coming hip-hop sensation Easy Meal. Now this Las Vegas-based artist has been on the rise for the past couple of years, and at the age of 25, well, he just signed the biggest
Tangina, tignan mo naman yung mukha niyan, pre. Ang apaka-pogi niyan, pre. Apaka-baby boy look niyan, pre. At the same time, parang demonyo din talaga, no? Talagang ang lupit ng slashy alter ego ng mga ano pa rin ng birada. Kasi bagay sa tingnan mo yan, pogi. Pero tingnan mo yung mata, pre, oh. Para pag nakita mo sa daan, pre, patatakbo kang pabalik. Ganun.
his career as Shady House Records and Aftermath Entertainment's newest artist. Now, what's it like to have your career shepherded by two of the biggest to ever run the game? Well,
Legit.
I'll tell you this much. It gives your diss track instant credibility, especially when Slim Shady himself is backing you up. Oh my God. If this happened to me, you'd have to pitch me for the rest of my life. I wouldn't believe it. So how did a kid born and raised in the Philippines wind up as Eminem's next protege? Well, you're about to find out on our latest episode of Before They're Famous. I also got a feeling him and Em might watch this video. I know Em's watched my videos in the past. My God, why wasn't it me? I know, I'm too old now. Anyway, let's get into the video. Easy Mill was born Ezekiel Miller on July 27, 1998
Alright.
in Ulangupa City in the Philippines. Now, despite being
Olongapo, Badi Olongapo, alright?
born in Southeast Asia, well, the kid, he grew up around rock and roll, literally. In fact, both his parents, well, they were prominent musicians where he's from. Now, his father, Paul Sapira, well, he was the lead vocalist of the popular 90s band Rockstar, known for their hit song Parting Time.
Rockstar, pre. Putik, sobrang nakakabaliw na mga boses, pre. Sobrang taas. Wow! Papa pala yun ni Easy, pre. Nung last di ko pa alam yan, pre. Lead vocalist pala ng Rockstar yun.
Ngayon siya ang boss mo ngayon.
Yes. Yes. He's my boss.
Pero may boss ka.
Meanwhile, Easy's mother, Hazel Miller, well, she was a veteran performing artist with a powerful voice. Now, considering he had two talented musicians for parents, well, is it any surprise that Easy, well, he grew up with musical aspirations. Now, his folks, they first noticed that he had an ear for music around the age of 5. Then a few years later, well, he started learning guitar. Now, as he broadened his musical horizons, well, he listened to R&B from artists like Chris Brown, and he discovered hip-hop thanks to Tupac.
Woo!
Now, in high
Si
school, he
Tupac
finally
pala, si Tupac pala yung kanyang first na-discover. Alright.
He mastered the guitar with a
R.I.P.
little help from the popular video game Guitar Hero, and he showed a special talent for performing heavy metal songs on the 6th string. After graduating from high school, well, Easy, he moved to Baguio to study architecture, but he wound up dropping out shortly thereafter. He then moved to the United States, settling in Seattle with his mother and siblings, who had already been based out of there for a couple of years.
Alright.
Now that he was approaching adulthood, well, Easy's taste, they had matured from heavy metal to deathcore, and he began teaching himself the ins and outs of musical production. Now, eventually, his family, they moved from Washington State to California, where Easy recorded music in his bedroom, often with the help of his sister, Rain. Uploading some of his early
Sa bedroom, pre. Sa higaan niya lang siya nag-record. Sa higaan lang, pre. Talo pa yung mga may mga budget na sa mga, alam mo yun, yung mga gastusan talaga ng ilang milyon. Talo pa sa creativity ni Master Easy Meal. Nasa bedroom lang, nasa kusina lang, yung IDK sa kusina lang yun. By the way, napanood ko yun si Rain. Kapatid na buo niya pala yun, no? Or hindi ko alam kung legit ba kapatid niya buo or half sister niya. Kapatid niya siguro, kamukha talaga sila eh. Para silang kambal eh. Napanood ko sa Wish Bus, pre. Talented din. Napaka-talented din talaga. Hayop, men.
his creations to his Slash Mouth YouTube channel. From LA, well, his family, they they moved to Las Vegas, and Easy, well, he got a job working at a local Burger King where he'd write lyrics to songs on fast food containers while trying to fund his dream of making music full-time. Around this time, well, he also began to recognize that it would probably be difficult to go mainstream in heavy metal or deathcore, so he shifted his attention towards hip-hop, and he hasn't looked back since.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing Easy Mill did to launch his rap career was come up with his moniker. That wasn't very difficult. All he had to do was take his real name of Ezekiel Miller and shorten the name, and there you have it. Then in early 2020, well, this aspiring artist, he took part in the 24 Bars Mark B's Challenge, a platform for up-and-coming artists created by producer Mark.
Yeah, tsaka meron din ako noon. Meron din akong ginawang 24 bars kasi nung pandemic, that was really hype up. Kasi yung mga hip-hop artists ngayon, syempre walang trabaho. Yung flip-top artists, flip-top MZs, kung nanonood ka ng battle rap sa Pilipinas, master. Bale, yung flip-top is the biggest hip-hop battle rap scene in the whole world. Flip-top. Pilipinas yan, Pilipinas. Number 1 sa buong mundo sa battle rap. Bale, yun yung pinagkakakitaan ng mga MC, syempre nawalan sila ng pero yung mga dahil dito sa mga challenge, bars challenge, nabuhayan. Nabuhayan ang ang rap industry, ang hip hop sa Pinas lalo dahil sa mga bars, sa mga beats challenge na yan. At isa doon si Master Easy Mill sa pinaka most viewed sa bars challenge na yan.
Beats. That was one of the most notable performances in the competition, while Easy's freestyle garnered over 8 million views on YouTube. Nervous as hell, he'd meet his childhood idols. Well, Easy, he jumped in his car and he drove from Vegas to Los Angeles to link up with Em and Dre. Now, thank you to Ease by cracking a pretty horrendous dad joke in regards to Easy's young age.
Lobby, because like Dre was sitting right there, like in the lobby, bro, like of the studio, and then M was inside the studio.
Shortly after that meeting, well, Eminem, he made Mills signing official, and then he got the kid even more attention by featuring himself on Easy's next release, a quintessential Eminem classic, the good old-fashioned diss track. A week
Realist.
after the announcement that Easy Mill had become the newest member of Shady Records, Aftermath Entertainment, and Interscope, well, Mill dropped his first single as part of a deal, a song titled Realist, that bolstered none other than Eminem himself. Now, co-produced by both artists, well, the single features a sparse beat that provides all the space both artists need to spit fire. And while Mill, he mainly sticks to his lane with his lyrics, while recalling how excited he was to sign to Eminem's label, Shady takes this opportunity to get a few things off his chest in relation to some ongoing beefs he's had with the game.
Yung first collaboration, this yung ginawa. Gaano ka bigat para kay Master Easy Mill yun, pre? Gaano ka pressured siya doon kasi this, pre, alam mo naman sinong pinakagrabe sa this, sino nang goat sa this, pre? Si Eminem lang. Nobody can touch that Slim Shady, man. Pero sa first collaboration nyo, pinakita niya yung this doon. Putang ina, napakabigat nun para kay Master Easy Mill, pero nakasabay siya doon, ha.
Grandmaster Melly Mel. In August of 2022, The Game, he dropped a 10-minute Eminem diss track called The Black Slim Shady, while furthermore suggesting during recent media appearances that Eminem's music is seldom, if ever, played in clubs. And the only creature on the planet with a longer memory than an elephant, well, of course, it's Eminem. Now, I know I've been at some clubs, and I remember they did Ass Like That, and people dance. Like, not my favorite Eminem era, but still, I've heard it at a club, just saying. Also, the first time I grinded with a girl was to Forgot About Dre. Just want to put that out there as well. Anyway, back to the story. Mel, meanwhile, suggested that M's skin colors contributed widely to his overall success during an interview of her own. Now, to be honest, that's something Eminem has admitted to in the past on his 2002 hit, White America, but apparently he's not too fond of other people pointing it out. Now, with all this floating around in the back of his mind, well, Shady's verse on Realist begins by referencing Mel's comments before going all in on the game hard, suggesting that the only reason they still play the game's music at nightclubs, well, it's because those are the only only kind of venue still willing to book him. After that single dropped and made a massive impact, well, Easy Mill announced that his third studio album, Duality, will be released as a deluxe version under his new partnership with Slim and Dre. The revamp will, of course, include his collaboration with Eminem, so expect this re-release to sell more copies than any of Mill's previous singles. Hell, it might even sell more copies than all of his
Number 1 na siya, number 1 sa Saudi ba yun? Dubai? Basta madaming ibang countries ngayon na sobrang trending nung ano ni Master Easy Mill sa Spotify. Support! What the F?
previous work combined. And now that he's been taken under the wing of hip-hop royalty, well, the sky is the limit for this incredibly talented kid. Will Easy Mill become as synonymous with rap as Eminem and Dre have always been? Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. After all, this has been before they're famous. Thanks so much for tuning into this one, guys. My name, of course, is Michael.
Yeah, thank you so much bro sa content mo. And that was it mga master, no? Before Easy Mill was famous, parang halos naman doon lahat. Pero ngayon ko lang nalaman na nagtrabaho siya sa Burger King, no? Wow, man. Galing, starting from the bottom, now we're here. We're fucking here, no? And I'm expecting so much more. Madami pa mga tracks. Sana mag-drop pa si Master Easy Mill yung mga wow! But that was it mga master. Maraming salamat for tuning in. This has been Curbs PH and you have been amazing.